Okay, and we are at day 12 where beach models meet creative professionals. All right, let's do some testing. All right, so I don't know what's going to be on the demo. Uh-oh. So we're using Replic's database, I think. Definitely using its login authorization. But as you can see, none of these cards are attached to anything. Join now. And let's see, that should go to a sign-in page. That is a sign-in page, but I was thinking it should go to a pay page, but not necessarily, because the first is a free trial, basically. Not even a free trial. I think you can just start for free. I hadn't really thought through how I want to set it up real well. Just loose thoughts in the mind. Sign in. Okay, I'm just going to say, can you test the app? Try signing in. Right. Signing in. Let's see. So I'm going to give it a screenshot of this. And I'm going to close the curtain because the camera outside keeps coming on every time I move. Log in securely by Replit. This is not the type of screen that you want for a login. You can only log in. That's the current log in. Not so attractive. What does it say? You're right. The default Replit login page isn't very attractive for your models on the beach. Let me move this over here. Brand. Unfortunately, since you're using Replit off, that login interface is controlled by Replit and can't be directly customized. However, I can improve the user experience by better login flow integration, make the transition smoother. Custom landing page design, make your landing pages so attractive that the brief Replit login doesn't feel jarring. Yo, we don't need a Replit login. Replit login for my website users. What are you talking about? Mm-mm-mm-mm. You're absolutely right. For your public website, users shouldn't need a Replit account. Let me switch. Yes, do that. Y'all remember this? Because it's done that several times. So when you see something like this, it's the Replit login for your actual website that's facing the user. They don't need to log into Replit, create an account in Replit. Now you might need to log in to manage the site, and actually you don't even need to sign in to Replit to manage the site when it's deployed. You setting up an admin dashboard and settings and everything on the site to manage the site. Should I email password only? Simple, lightweight, no external dependencies. Email plus social logins, email password plus Google, Facebook login options. Email and social logins, email only for now and keep it minimal. Testing attraction. Which approach would you prefer? Excuse me. What must be done for social log? But no, I don't even want. I'm just curious, but I don't even want social login anyway. This is its own standalone, separate thing from the rest of social media. It's part of the point. Otherwise, you can just go on social media and do it. Don't even want Google. Maybe I will do Google, but none of the rest of them. And simple email password is actually preferred. Maybe I will implement Google, but for now, email and password. Perfect. Email password much cleaner and gives you full control. Let me switch the platform from Replit Auth to a simple email password login. I'll replace the Replit authorization system with a simple email password authentication. This will give your users a clean, branded experience without external redirects. Now I'll update the system to use email password authentication, and I'll go to Stripe and create the business and payment links. Let me think of the amount that would be appropriate. I think I'll do some research at ChatGPT. Uh, I think yes, please. A fiber card? I already got a fiber card. Man, so I'm just using the time wisely. Where is it at? See, it's still working. So great database schema update successfully. Now let me create the login. So I'll go back over here, do some more work. How this approach works. Oh, that's for the event site. Wait, where was I? All right, so over here I was, no, original logo. No, don't. I can take a screenshot though. And but it doesn't have to be the same thing anyway. What happened was I got it to create this image, and then I took too long to download it. And if you take too long to download it, it's not going to be a real image when you download it. Look over here. When I download it, you see this say 489 bytes. When you see 489 bytes, that's not going to be a real image. If you see that, then you know it took you too long. See, this is kilobytes. What is this? Oh, that's a document. This is oh, that's a document too. But 489 bytes is not big enough, so that's not a real image. But you can just tell it to regenerate the image for you. But in this case, I waited so long that the image was, he said, wiped away from memory. So he is asking me to provide it with a copy of the image. I'm like, I didn't get the image, but I can do a screen copy. But I don't need the exact same image anyway. I just wanted it to generate a logo image based on the website. And of course, we're doing 3 things, so oh, still going. I might miss it again. The platform now uses email password authentication. How does new authentication system work for you? Well, it's slow. That's how it's working. It's slow. It's unacceptably slow. So I use projects for something like this, where I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back into this folder, which is a project. It's basically folders of information, several times to do consulting, get consulting, business, event concept, lifestyle photo shoot. Digital spin, models on the beach could be used for swimwear resort brand. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm doing is Models on the Beach is a platform designed to connect models and creators, photographers, videographers, brands looking for models on the beach. Dominican Republic. That's the target audience I'm going after right now. Of course, it's going to be worldwide, different countries, but right now I'm in Dominican Republic, so that's what I'm focusing on. And Sosua, Puerto Plata in particular. Which brings me to my question. The reason I'm here is to get ideas on what is a reasonable charge. I know I want to give them, there's nobody here yet, and I got to promote it and advertise and get people on it. So for the women, probably 30 days free. For the guys, yeah, 30 days free. Or this is what I wanted to do, and I hadn't asked Replit if it can do this yet. I'm sure it can. Maybe it will stay at the next tier, first charge, until it is at least 100 people on the site. That's what I'm thinking per day. And at that point, I think it justifies a higher price point. But 30 days free, and then maybe I just, because that's a rolling situation where 20 days in and they still getting 30 days free, then all of a sudden, let's just say free until January, March, July, August, September, October. Free until October 1st. October 1st, no, free until September 1st. Oh yeah, no, that's good because that means everybody ought to be signing up before September so they can get in free. Oh, that's just 7 days. Free until September the 15th. September the 15th for the girls is $9 a month. Nah, $19 a month. For the guys, $9 a week. Or $29 a month. What do you think about that? Because you got to keep in mind, I don't know. That's maybe it should be 1919 at least at the beginning. 1919, and you can do month to month. So $19 for access. Yeah, that's good. But what about refunds? Is it typical to give refunds or no refunds? 'Cause I don't want refunds. But I can just tell them up front that this beta, it's not heavily populated. So, basically what you're doing is you're helping support the startup phase of the site. That's all. I just let them know in the beginning. So sign up if you want to sign up. Don't if you don't. Uh, this is a new site. It's not, you know, heavily populated yet. I think that's the route to go. What do you think? Agent is ready. No, you're not. There. Oh, actually can't get to the login page. I think it's so clear. Here's how I break it down with some strategy so you don't paint yourself into a corner too early. Fixed date cutoff. Free until September 15th is smarter than rolling 30. That's what I thought. Creates urgency. Sign up before it ends, and you get in free. You good. Easier for you to manage than tracking rolling free trials. Forces early adoption and builds buzz. I'd recommend this over rolling trial. That's what I thought. Thank you very much. Price and position. Now we talking. Except, okay. Just want to make sure. Why we gotta have this twice? Why can't you just have a pop up on this? Stay on this screen, just a little pop up instead of another whole page. Don't y'all think that would be cleaner instead of all of this? Because all of this is redundant. That's on the home page. Let's see what it says. So don't forget, you're steering this bus. You're guiding the AI. Don't let AI guide you. You see, it says you're absolutely right. A pop-up model for the login is much better user interface. User experience keeps users in context and feels more modern. Let me convert the auth page into a sleek model that opens from the landing page. So you see, you don't just accept what the AI tell you and run with it. You feel free to question decisions that it makes for you, and if necessary, tell it, you know, question it, challenge it. Does this really make sense? Is this really necessary? Do you really have to go to another whole screen? That's an extra step. That's compromising the user experience. Now what? Let's see. Yeah. See, that's a lot better. Just stay on the same screen. Just get a pop up. You're done. Now, actually, I don't even know why you got to. I don't know why you got to tell AI that this is how it should be done. Actually, but whatever. This is where we are right now. Login failed. Oh, yeah, I haven't created an account yet. My bad. Oh, here we go. This needs to be a drop down. There's a lot more options than that. Model collaborator. Yeah, this this needs to have several options. I should have stopped right there and told it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that aspect of it. It should be searchable both ways, so that's cool. But again, notice something right here. You see, it's already got one, two, three categories, and then you see the whatever those three dots mean. I forgot what they're called, but it's accounting for several categories. But what did they have on the front end? You only had one. You only had two to choose from. So that tells you right there, it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. How you gonna have it searchable, set up to be searchable for four plus categories, but you only have two categories to choose from when you sign up. You see what I mean? So again, what people mess up at is just thinking that AI is the end all be all, and some people worry that AI was gonna take over and they ain't gonna have no job, this, that, and the other. You can see the deficiencies, and the other people are too dependent on it and don't think for themselves and wonder why, you know, they use it and say it's trash and it's no good. It's no, because you're trying to let it do everything. It's not going to do everything. You still got to think. So now we need to go back and we need to say, the page won't even go back, but you need to say, I always like this to link back to the home page, which it doesn't. I don't know what it's doing. But you need to say, sign in. There need to be other options besides collaborate. I don't even know what a collaborate is. How? Who's searching for a collaborator? We need photographer, videographer, um, brand representative, content creator, and what else? Sign in. So that people can fall into searchable groups slash categories, whatever's going. Y'all follow me so far? Everybody caught up? Is everybody caught up? Is everybody tracking, as they say? Done made the dog bark. Oh boy, I done missed my image again. That was over here. No, that was over here. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it. Great idea. Having specific categories will make the platform much more searchable and targeted. Let me update the user types to include photographer, videographer, brand representative, and content creator alongside model. Thank you. And let's see. Essentially, a two-sided marketplace. Supply equals model, demand equals right. Usually, models should be the ones most incentivized to join, so price lower or even free at first. That's what I was thinking. They make the platform valuable. That's what I was thinking too. Although it's almost on equal playing ground in this situation because I'm replacing a pain point. It's not a plus or bonus for them. It's like necessity. But anyway, the ones you charge more aggressively once you've got supply. Your numbers. Women 19 a month, men 29 a month, or $9 a week. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, yeah. My take, if you charge them both equally right now, you risk stalling growth. At launch, models might hesitate to pay without demand. True. Of course, you got to remember, they don't know. But, well, it's true. Because, a lot of people, they're not going to see the vision or necessarily have the belief in the vision becoming. Oh, but then again, it all depends on how you market. And I'm probably going to run ads. So, anyway, we'll see. But yeah, I agree. This is kind of the thoughts that I had as well. Better start the models at a free until critical mass, and then $9 to 19 a month. Photographers brand free until critical mass, then 29 to 49 a month. They're the ones monetizing content. Consider a founding member rate that never increases. Yeah, that's a good one. Example, lock in 19 a month for life if you join before September 15th. That gives urgency and long-term retention. Refunds, industry standard, no refunds on subscription access like dating apps, OnlyFans, Fiverr, etc. Instead, make your refund policy very clear up front. This is a beta launch. Platform is in early growth, so results are not guaranteed. By subscribing, you're helping us build a community. No refunds, cancel anytime. If you want to build trust, you can allow a 7-day refund window for first payments. But honestly, if you're positioned as supporting the launch, you don't need. That's what I'm thinking. That's what we on. Because it's like this, basically consider yourself throwing that away. Just a donation, not throwing it away, a donation to help things kick off smooth. Want to make sure the early dollars don't feel like they're paying for an empty room, so frame it as Founders Club. You're not just joining, you're helping launch something new and successful. As a founding member, you'll always keep the lowest rate we ever offer. That way, people feel like they're part of a movement. You're not just a site that isn't full yet. Recommend the launch plan simple and persuasive, free until September 15th. After the 15th, models $9, first 100. Founders Club, locked in rate forever. Later bump to 19. Photographers, brands, 29 a month. First 100, 19. No refunds, cancel anytime. Market as helping us build a community. I like it. Let's see what Replit is doing. Nothing. This one is moving on pretty slow. They're having some major issues on progress over here. And this would help. This would help. Let's make these. Oh. Yeah. Make these, make the models on the beach link to the homepage URL. And then even if it's stuck, we can easily get back there. But it's also true for whatever page you're on the site, and you can easily get back to the homepage if you need to. So that's why, and Google likes to see that there's a link to the homepage on every page, which can also be at the bottom in the footer, but I also like it at the top in the header on the logo or text that's up there by the logo. This is some logo. And I guess this is me. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, going pretty slow. We might not set up Stripe until tomorrow. My plan was to have this thing functional by tomorrow, end of the day tomorrow. At this pace, maybe not. Agent is ready. just seems like some apps just run so smoothly, and then other ones go like this one has been going so far. TypeScript errors. Try clicking on models on the beach now. So I'm gonna hit F12. F12 will tell us what errors I'm getting when I click on that. All right, so now F12 is up. Let me click it, see what happens. Nothing. I should have said nothing happens when I click, though. I didn't say anything. I just pasted the screenshot. Bless my heart. Perfect. I can see them all. For one, this is a database heavy site. I didn't even think it was gonna let me do it with using Replit database without adding Firebase, but apparently it's gonna try. Already on the home page. I'm not on the home page. Am I on the home page? Is this the home page? Where is everything? Everything. If this is the home page, nothing works. Nothing goes anywhere. And it doesn't even register. Nope. Same message. Mm-mm. I understand frustration. The home page is empty and nothing is working. Let me fix this immediately. The authentication is working. I can see your user data loading, but the content isn't showing up. Let me fix the issues and get the platform functional. Okay, that's what you say. Let's go to Stripe. Dashboard. Log in. Well, everything is USA, dog. Man, okay. We really need to see some progress here. Can't be working on the same issues that long. Doesn't make sense. And I have a deadline for this app. Can we go ahead and find the problem and fix it ASAP? Sometimes that seems to work, sometimes it doesn't. Recurring payments. For falling asleep at the computer. You found the issue. Well, at least we have something now. We got an error messages over here. I think that's progress. He said it's fixed. The home page is fixed. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh no. Let me see something. Now, a few more clicks and I'm going to revert it back. If it doesn't fix it. I broke something with the syntax. Let me fix it immediately. I know you did, man. Well, we. So I'm about to back it up. Or I should say the proper term is roll it back. Roll it back to where is the question? Oh, all right. It was working up to this. Okay. Now this progress right here. It's an error message. Still progress. When the last time you seen that error box come up? Oh, agent is ready, huh? Mm-hmm. To fix the code. None, almost none. Implement a modal for user and user sign in and registration on the landing page. Man, you tripping. Oh, none of these links work. Oh, that one worked. Not. None of these links work, man. None of them. All the stuff it's talking about now was already built and working at one point. Think I'm gonna roll it back to improve login sign these the other options as I collaborators. All right, that's what it was working at up to this point. When it started to try to add other categories, and ever since then, it's when it messed up. Yeah. So we're gonna take it back to there. And let's see how well this to previous edition works. Oh yeah, beautifully. That still works. So the only thing we have to do is start back from where we first started before we start getting the errors. Okay, now we're having progress. I am a. Let's see, can you click more than one or the other? I think that's good. And let's try to sign up with one of these though. Hmm. Uh-huh. Just what I thought. Try to sell me a blueprint. User type. Same thing. Okay. Is this progress? It says sign in again. So I don't know how much progress that is because we just signed in. Oh, sign in, not sign up. So let's see. Nope, same thing. Same thing. Oh, I did already register. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. That's what you say. Said it's working, huh? Well, I can't even get back over there. We got us some error messages now, at least. Man, are you saying? Okay, yeah, sure. Drum roll. Can we get a drum roll? Nothing. Oh my God. This is in a long one. You dig? It's gonna get stuck right here. I'm still working. Nope, it's not. It is not working properly. What are we doing here? Yeah. Now I can see the real issue. hmm Excellent. I've fixed most of the TypeScript errors. Now let me fix the final. hmm All right, y'all. So might as well stop this getting nowhere. We'll continue tomorrow.